imagine you're at the airport waiting to get on the plane, and in front of you on the line is a family, sort of youngish family, maybe parents in their 30s, with 2 kids, like a 3-year-old boy and a 6-year-old girl, and that boy is squirming and screaming and running, and the mother is grabbing the kid and holding on, and the kid is escaping. Would you be thinking, like I was, oh, I hope I'm not sitting next to them? Right? Well, something like that happened to me recently on a trip to New York, and I learned a really interesting lesson, unexpected lesson, that you might find interesting when you hear about it in a few minutes. I was behind that family. They look, I don't know where they were from, they looked like they were from another part of the world. And I was thinking, well, I guess they don't know how to take care of the kid because that kid is just all over the place, that kind of thing. And just as we were about to go on, they stepped aside because they couldn't get hold of the kid and let me go first. I went, whoop, that's great. I got into the airplane. My seat was like 29 or 30 towards the back on the aisle. I always like to sit on the aisle. And I leaned out to see where were they. Right? You know that feeling. Where were they? And I saw them coming on. And finally they sat about 20 rows in front of me. I go, yes! It's somebody else's problem. And I settled in with my book to read. Maybe 20 minutes into the flight, I hear, Daddy! Daddy! Mommy! Look out, it's that kid. And he's screaming so loud that I was not the only one looking out in the aisle. Everybody else was saying, what is going on down there? I am a prepared flyer. I took out my special earplugs. Cost $10 because they put everything out uniformly across all frequencies. Boop, boop. Got in there, settled it by book, and you know what I heard? I couldn't escape it. It was so loud. And sure enough, they're yelling down there, and people are looking out, and I started thinking, Ken, this is crazy. Those people don't know how to take care of their kids. Maybe you should say something. Right? I said, no, maybe not. Maybe the people next to them. The people next to them better say something because it must be loud there. You know, that kid is going, Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, and screaming and screaming. I had maybe read for 5 minutes something. I should do something about this. I shouldn't have to put up with this. You know, you start going through that thing like, why is this happening? Why don't parents take care of their kids? What's happening these days? And then the father gets up. You could see he was bedraggled and beaten down by the crying, and he's carrying the kid up the aisle to the back of the plane. And I'm thinking, yeah, get him away from the other people because they can't stand it anymore and bring him near me. Right, yeah, right. That's a good solution, right. So he brings the kid all the way to the back of the plane, and I'm giving him the look, you know, like, can't you take care of your kid? And all the other people are looking, can't you take care of your kid? And he brings the kid to the back of the plane, and the kid's going, die. Again, I'm thinking, Ken, say something. Don't just sit there and take it. And the man starts to walk back up the aisle, and as he's about to pass me, a woman is looking at him with that look, and he turns to the woman and he says, I can't help it. He's got pain in his ears. His ears are bothering him. And suddenly I realized, oh yes, children have problems on airplanes because their ears aren't formed. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. It's the way the ears are structured. And suddenly my anger and my frustration went away completely. And I became sympathetic. I thought, wow, that poor kid, the pain. And the poor parents, they don't know what to do. What are they going to do with a kid that's in such pain? The kid was still screaming, Mommy, Daddy, but my attitude had changed. Same noise, same annoying noise, but it went from, I should say something, Ken, you should do something, to, oh, the poor parents. I remember when my son was young, that's a problem when you're trying to keep your kid quiet. And there was the lesson. The lesson was, it didn't matter what the activity was, it mattered what I thought about it. It's what I thought was going on. And as soon as I understood that the kid had pain, I thought, it's a situation out of his control, everything changed. Now, ever since that time, when somebody does something that starts to annoy me and I start to get that feeling like, why are they doing that? Why are they doing it? I start thinking, could there be another reason? Something I don't understand that could explain it. I had it recently, somebody didn't call me back on the phone for 2 days, and I start thinking, what is it? Why don't they call me? They don't care. You know that feeling? They don't care. I'm not important enough. And then I said, wait a minute. There could be a really good reason for this. And it turned out that that person had a medical problem, another medical problem, that couldn't get back to me. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you're getting really angry and worked up, if you like getting angry and worked up, well, then you can keep doing that, right? You can kind of get yourself and say, what's with the world today, and why can't parents take care of kids, and why don't people call me back, and all that, and you could kind of let it out. Or, you might remember that sometimes it's your thought that makes it worse, and if you change your thought to imagine what's going on, what other possibilities are, you might actually become sympathetic and calm like I am now.
Thank you, Ken. That was our last speech.
Oh.
I didn't actually know that about kids, but that's good to know.